Hey, it's Jordan, the Millionaire Millennial. In this video, I want to do something really cool. I put together an entire Amazon selling guide. So anything from concerns is where we're going to start about, why is Amazon a good opportunity? Maybe get rid of some myths about it, and then we're actually going to go forward and we're going to talk about basics overview. And so this is a complete beginner's guide. So you want to get involved and you don't know where to even start, right here, right now is where you start. Overview, and then we're actually getting into the methodology of which type of method is good to sell and how to actually do those exact methods. So this is actually going to probably be broken into multiple different videos that you'll be able to watch, where we're going to break it into individual pieces, okay? So that way it's not so long, and that way you can follow along with me as we go forward. So I would really encourage you to put away your distractions. So here's my phone right here. I'm actually just going to take it, I'm going to throw it over there, okay? So no more distractions from my phone, and I hope that you can do the same. Maybe get out a notebook, take some notes. I would actually really encourage it because we're gonna be doing some pretty cool stuff in this. So just be sure to pay attention is what I'm asking for. Just asking for you to pay attention. All right, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into exactly what we're gonna be doing. So this is a selling on Amazon guide made by Jordan Coburn, aka the Millionaire Millennial. That is me. And we're gonna be talking about first and foremost, and this is gonna be really quick, is just like concerns and questions that I get all the time. Questions like, is it too late? Isn't this just a get rich quick scheme? What if I don't live in the United States? So I want to really quick just touch on those before we jump into the solid how to actually do all of this. So is it too late to sell on Amazon? And the answer is no, it's not, because if we look at Amazon's stock price, okay? So this is how I always track whether or not it's gonna be a good time to get in or whatever. You can see over the past year, it's almost doubled in price, all right? So their company is growing. How does a retail company grow? By selling more products and acquiring more customers. That's really it, right? So they are expanding. They're doing grocery now. They're doing all sorts of hosting and video and things like that. But at the core, they're making a lot of money because they're selling a lot of products, and they're adding more and more products every single day. And they need more sellers to sell products because 50% of their revenue comes from third-party sellers. And here's a graph over the past couple years, actually over the past decade. So this graph actually shows that 50% of all of the units sold by Amazon are sold by third parties. So a third-party seller is someone like me, or hopefully someone like you very soon, is where you get on Amazon and you sell products. You're not Amazon, but you're selling on their platform. That's what being a third-party seller is. And half of their revenue, half of their units sold comes from third-party sellers. So what does that exactly add up to for in math? Well, that's $88 billion in 2017. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of revenue, okay? $88 billion, half of Amazon's revenue comes from third-party sellers when they're selling on the Amazon platform. So that's just something to keep in mind. The thing is, Amazon is poised to double their stock growth again over the next couple years. So it's growing really fast. So if you get on board now, you can ride it as we just continue to expand and grow as a huge Amazon happy family, okay? So no, it is not too late. Please quit asking me. So is this a get rich quick scheme? Well, again, the answer is no. Most of the time it takes maybe 4 months to 6 months to even a year before you're making like a lot of money, okay? Before you're actually rich, right? But like I said, 50% of the revenue for Amazon is from third-party sellers, and that's $88 billion. So if even you can just get a very, very, very small percentage of that, you're gonna be rich, right? You're gonna be rich compared to everybody else, okay? So it's not a get rich quick scheme, it's a get rich strategy. That's what I'll call it. It's not a get rich quick scheme, it's a get rich strategy. So that's what it is, and things like that can take time, all right? So I'm not gonna say that you're gonna wake up tomorrow and be filthy rich, but maybe you'll wake up next year and be filthy rich. So it's a possibility, but just keep that in mind. And then the last one I want to touch on is if you don't live in the United States and you want to sell, I've got lots of students that live all over the world that are selling on the .com Amazon in the United States. So you don't have to be in the US, you don't have to live in the US, you don't have to have a social security number or anything like that to sell in the United States. Okay, all you need to do is you either need to be in a country that Amazon approves of, which is a lot of countries, but even if you're not in a country that Amazon approves to sell from, all you do is you make a virtual address and then you make an LLC using that virtual address as a limited liability company. It's really easy to set up. You can set it up in any state in the United States. And then you make a United States bank account. And that's all the information you need to register to sell on Amazon. And of course, selling on Amazon, like you've probably heard, is completely hands-off, right? So you can run your entire business from anywhere in the world, even if you're selling in the United States. So even if you don't live in the US, you can still sell in the US. And even though I don't live in the UK, I can sell in the UK. Even though I don't live in Australia, I can sell in Australia. So that's just kind of the gist of all of the concerns and the questions that I get all the time of is it too late? It's just a bunch of, this is a huge con, blah, blah, blah. It's not, okay? So hopefully that's behind us and we can actually move forward into the actual good stuff, all right? So that's gonna be it for this video, and I will see you in the next video where we're gonna be talking about the overview and gating and seller accounts, FBA barcodes, and all this things that like to confuse a lot of people. So we're going to be talking about that in the next section, and I'll see you there.